Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach pregame, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to... This week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will take the field first. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Maddox. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just feeds the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Takes the handoff. It's Maddox. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All over him immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got a little grass. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. He's changing the play.
about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Louisville's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Lincoln Keenholz. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And Brahms got a new trigger man. Keenholz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a 1-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brahms always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brahms won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is. It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Between the hashes, it's Forward. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's McCoy. He'll be dropped.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Right side, it's Reed. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe a crease. Bust through behind his pad. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go, ready to go.
Here's Brown. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top up by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback changing the play. Keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback keeps it. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The extra point here would tie the game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the 1st down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Hughes. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick give, it's Brown. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Look out! Watch out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Flying down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On the return, it's Hughes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 5 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Tigers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach at halftime. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. First down, right back to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got a man. It's Foley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Hand off, Isaac Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's McCoy. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide right, it's Hughes. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Wants to throw on third down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Sees an alley. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. There's some daylight. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. We're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. In traffic, it's forward. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of...
The offense coughs it up. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. It's dropped after taking the hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. 2nd and long here.
Here we go.
Hand off for Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd down play from the gun. They're all over him. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Hauls it in.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Sets his feet. It's Cherry. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown! looking for the tie with the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Changing the routes with his receivers. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Isaac Brown to the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Foley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's gone! And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Under pressure, and they got him.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight end getting vertical. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cardinals. Get all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception, and everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Addison. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's May. Snags it, and he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown. They need an onside kick recovered.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl